Hello everyone, today we are going to attempt MCAT 2207 quantitative aptitude section of MCAT 2207. Okay, there are total 24 questions and 14 minutes. So let's start with the test. Let's have a look at first question. The question number 1 is, how many 4-digit numbers with the non-zero digits have sum of digits as 12? Okay, so let's say ABCD is a 4-digit number where none of the digit is 0. Where none of the digit is 0 means ABCD are not equal to 0, and their values is how many 4-digit numbers with non-zero digits have the sum of digits as 12, means A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 12. Okay everyone, so over here 12 distinct objects we need to 12 identical objects. Okay, 12 identical objects we need to distribute into 4 distinct objects. Okay, so 12 plus 4 minus 1 C4 minus 1, this is a formula, but no, this is incorrect. Okay, why this is incorrect? Because we don't want 0 as a solution. Okay everyone, so from this 12 we need to give 1 1 1 1 to ABCD each, so we'll subtract 4 from 8, so 12 minus 4, 8 is remaining. Now let's distribute 8 now. Okay, so 8 plus 4 minus 1 C4 minus 1. Okay everyone, because we gave 1 to each and every one. Okay, so we are not looking for the solution like 11 0 0 1. Okay, we don't want 10 1 1 0. Okay, that is why what we did is we subtracted 4. Okay, I think I'm messing up here. Okay, so let's ignore it. So our answer is going to be what? 8 plus 4 minus 1 C4 minus 1, that is equal to how much? 12 minus 1, that is 11 C3. 11 C3 is going to be 11 C3 is 11 into 10 into 9 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So the answer is going to be 11 into 5 into 3, that is equal to how much? 165. So the answer is 165. Let's type 165 here and let's move ahead. Okay, but let me explain you this question again. Over here we are going to distribute 8 now in between 4 objects. Okay, so 1 is already there. Okay, so there will not be any possibility like 10 1 1 0. Okay everyone, that is why we can directly use this formula over here. But instead of 12, if it is some larger number, then we will not be able to use. So let's move ahead. Second question now. Second question is, m is equal to 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. If m ends with n zeros and n ends with p zeros, how many digits are there in p? Okay, this is also easy one. Let's have a look at it. M ends with, look here, m is equal to what? M is equal to 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. Okay, so the number of zeros at the end of n, number of zeros at the end of m are how much? 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. Okay, and this is equal to what? This is equal to n. Okay, this is equal to n. Now we want to find the number of zeros at the end of p. Number of zeros at the end of n. Okay, number of zeros at the end of n is going to be what? The value of n is 10 to the power 10 to the power 10. The number of zeros at the end of n is going to be 10 to the power 10. So now that is equal to p. Now we want to find the number of digits in p. Number of digits in p. Okay, means 10 to the power 10. How many digits are there in 10 to the power 10? 1 and 10 zeros. Okay everyone, so total number of digits becomes how much? 11 digits. So p is having total 11 digits. So the answer is 11. After this, question number this one. Okay, question number 3. The average age of the members of family decreases by 2 years when a person aged 52 years passed away. Instead had a new baby born in the family, the average age would have decreased by 6 years. Find the initial average. Okay, so let's do this over here. So what we are going to consider is, let's say number of people. Okay, number of people initially is x, and let's say the initial average is equal to y. So the initial sum is going to be, the initial sum of ages is going to be x into y. So now the first equation is going to be what? From the total sum x into y, we are going to subtract 52. Okay, we are going to subtract 52 now, divided by how many number of people are there now? X minus 1 number of people are there. So this average is going to be what? This average is going to be 2 less than initial average, that is y minus 2. And the second equation is, if a new baby is born, okay, means total sum becomes how much? Xy plus 0 divided by number of people becomes x plus 1. Now the average decreases by 6, okay. So now average becomes y minus 6. So we need to solve these two equations, we will get the values, okay. So let's try to solve this. Over here, this is xy minus 52 is equal to xy minus 2x minus y plus 2, okay. So this xy and xy will get cancelled out and we left with what? 2x plus y is equal to 54. After this, if we solve this equation, this is going to be how much? Xy is equal to xy minus 6x plus y minus 6, okay. If we solve it further, xy and xy will get cancelled out and we left with 6x minus y is equal to minus 6, okay. So now we are going to solve these two equations. Let's add these two equations, okay. Plus y minus y will get cancelled out. So 2x plus 6x is how much? 8x. That is equal to 54 minus 6 is equal to 48. So the value of x is going to be 6. So let's put value of x is equal to 6 in any one of the equation. Let's put over here, if I put x is equal to 6, it will be 12. 54 minus 12 is equal to 42. So the value of y becomes 42, means initial average is 42. After that, let's have a look at question number 4. Question number 4 is, hold on, let's have a look at question number 4. Over here, L of x is a linear function, means what? L of x is in a form of ax plus b. L of 1 is less than L of 2. The question says that L of 1 is less than or equal to L of 2, means let's put x is equal to 1, so this is a plus b. Is less than, let's put x is equal to 2, this is 2x less than or equal to, okay, 2x plus b. If is, sorry, 2a plus b, okay, 2a plus b. If we solve this further, we will get 0 is less than or equal to a, means a is greater than or equal to 0, okay. After that, what we know is L of 4, okay. L of 4 is less than or equal to L of 2. L of 4 is how much? 4a plus b is less than or equal to 2a plus b, okay. So if we solve this, what we will get is 2a is less than or equal to 0, means a is less than or equal to 0. We need to satisfy both the condition. A has to be greater than or equal to 0 and a has to be less than or equal to 0. The only value a satisfies over here is 0. So a has to be 0, okay. So now after this, we know L of 3 is equal to 3. So now look at L of 3 is going to be how much? 3a plus b, that is equal to 3. So now we know that a is equal to 0. So 0 plus b is equal to 3. So the value of b is going to be 3. So now we want to find out L of 0. L of 0 is going to be how much? 0a plus b, that is a is equal to 0. So 0 plus 3, that is 3 is the final answer. Let's move ahead. Question number 5, okay. ABC are the length of sides of a triangle such that a minus b bracket square is equal to c square minus ab, okay. We need to find the measurement of angle C. So let's have a look at it. Over here, the sides of triangle, okay, are ABC. They are always positive. And we know that a minus b bracket square is equal to c square minus ab. What does it mean? Let's have a look at it. This is a square plus b square minus 2ab is equal to c square minus ab, okay. So this is going to be a square plus b square minus c square is equal to ab, okay. After looking at this equation, okay, what should get clicked in our mind? That is cosine rule, okay. So cosine rule is what? A square plus b square minus c square divided by 2ab is equal to cos of angle C, okay everyone. So over here, the cos of angle C is going to be how much? AB divided by 2ab, that is equal to 1 by 2. So cos of angle C is 1 by 2, means angle C is going to be 60 degree. So the answer is 60. After this, let's have a look at question number 6. Question number 6 is, how many factors of 90 cube are divisible by 2 and 3 but not by 5, okay. So 90 cube, let's do the prime factorization. It is 9 is 3 square, okay. 3 square to the power 3, that is 3 to the power 6 into 10 to the power 3 now, okay, that is 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 3. We want 2 and 3 to be compulsory factor, 2 and 3 to be compulsory factor. So let's take it outside, and what we left with? We left with 2 square, 3 to the power 5 and 5 to the power 3. Okay, so now we don't want now factors which are multiple of 5, which are divisible by 5. Okay, this 6 has to be compulsory factor. Okay, we don't want 5 to be factor, so we are not going to choose anything on this, anything from this. So our answer is going to be number of factors of this term. Okay, so the number of factors of the given term is how much? Let's use a formula that is equal to 2 plus 1 into 5 plus 1, that is equal to 3 into 6, that is equal to 18 is the answer. Okay, so let's type 18 and let's move ahead. After this, find the total surface area of a rectangular box, okay, means cuboid, if the sum of length of all the edges is 112 and the distance of one corner of the box from the another farthest corner is 18 centimeter, means diagonal of a cuboid. Okay, so we want to find the total surface area. So sum of length of all the edges means total 12 edges are there. Out of 4, out of that 4 will be length, 4 will be breadth, and 4 will be height. That is equal to how much? 112. So the L into B into H, sorry, L plus B plus H is going to be how much? 4 2s are 8, 4 8s are 32. Okay, and along with that we also know that diagonal of a cuboid means under root L square plus B square plus H square is equal to 18, means L square plus B square plus H square is equal to 324. Okay, now we know the formula. The formula is what? L plus B plus H bracket square. Okay, L plus B plus H bracket square is equal to what? L square plus B square plus H square plus 2 times LB plus BH plus LH. Okay, so let's solve this. This is 28 square, it's 784. L square plus B square plus H square is 324 plus 2 times LB plus BH plus LH. Okay, so our answer is going to be what? 784 minus 324 divided by 2. Okay, and that divided by 2 is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. This subtraction is going to be 460. Okay, this subtraction is going to be 460. Okay, there is no any need to divide by 2. Okay, because we want the total surface area. Total surface area is what? Tell me, 2 times LB plus BH plus LH. So our final answer is going to be 460. After this, the next question is question number 8. Okay, this is operator based question, looks easy. Over here the definition of P plus Q is given. Okay, so definition of 3 plus 2 is what? Tell me, 3 by 2 plus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Okay, 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 into 1 upon P plus Q. Okay, means 1 upon 3 plus 2. So this is going to be how much? 9 minus 4, 5 by 6 into 1 by 5, that is equal to 1 by 6. Okay everyone, after this 5 plus 4 means what? 5 by 4 plus 4 by 5 into 1 upon sum of both. Okay, sum of both is how much? 5 plus 4. So this is how much? 25 minus 16, that is 9 by 20 into 1 by 9. So this is equal to how much? 1 by 20. Okay, so now this is going to be 1 by 20. After this we want to find the sum of this two, means 1 by 6 plus 1 by 20. This is what we are supposed to find. Okay, so let's do this. This is going to be how much? 1 upon 1, sorry, so P by Q means 1 by 6 divided by 1 by 20, it's 6 by 20 plus 20 by 6. Okay, into 1 divided by sum of reciprocals. Okay, sum of P plus Q. Okay, so over here P plus Q is gone. P plus Q is how much? 1 by 60 plus 1 by 20. Okay everyone, so after this let's try solving this. You will get the answer. This is what? Tell me, 3 by 10 plus 10 by 3, and this is equal to what? Tell me, LCM it's 60, so this is 1 plus 3. So our answer is going to be how much? 109. Okay, 109, sorry, this is minus not plus. Again I made a mistake here, so let me correct this. Let me correct my mistake. Over here this is fine, this calculation is fine. Okay, so over here there has to be a subtraction. Okay, so this is 100 minus 9 is how much? 191. So 191 divided by 30 into 60 divided by 13. This is our answer. Okay, 13 sevens are, sorry, this is not 191. This is how much? I think I made some mistake again. The value of first bracket is 1 by 6 divided by 1 by 20. 20 by 6 has to be there. Okay, first term has to be 20 by 6. Let me correct this again. First term is P divided by Q. Okay, means first term divided by second term. That is equal to how much? 1 by 6 divided by 1 by 20. Okay, that is equal to how much? 20 by 6. Sorry, 1 by 6 divided by 1 by 20 is going to be how much? 20 by 6. Okay, minus 1 by 20 divided by 1 by 6 is going to be 6 by 20. Okay, into 1 upon the sum of both. Okay, into 1 upon sum of both, that is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 20. So this is how much? 10 by 3, or you can say over here LCM. Let's take the LCM is 120. Okay, then after that let's multiply it by 120. This is going to be how much? 70, 140. Okay, and if you multiply it by 20, okay, if you divide it by 20, okay, if you multiply it by 120, what you will get? 624 into, this is going to be how much? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 20 is going to be how much? LCM is 60. Okay, so this is 10 plus 3, 13. So this is going to be how much? So this is going to be how much? Let's have a look at it. Okay, so 140 minus 24 is equal to how much? This subtraction is going to be 106. Hold on, 116. Okay, divided by 2 into 13. Okay, divided by 2 into 13. I think I'm making some mistake here. Let me check it again. Okay, let me do the calculation again. I'm spending lots of time here. I think some calculation mistake is there. Okay, so first is going to be what? 20 by 6 minus 6 by 20. So now into 1 divided by 1 by 5. Okay, this is 1 by 5 for 1 by 6. This is 1 by 6. Okay, so let's solve this. This is how much? 10 by 3 minus 3 by 10. Okay, that is equal to how much? 91 divided by 120. Okay, into 1 upon, this is going to be how much? LCM at 60. Okay, so this is going to be 10 plus 3. So the model is like 91 divided by 120 into 60 divided by 13. Okay, so 13 sevens are 91 and 62s are 120. That is equal to 1.2. 7 by 2 means 1.2. Okay, this is how we can solve question number 8. After that, let's move to the next question. The answer that we need to mark is, let me check what is the answer for the previous question. The question that we were doing is question number 9. Okay, question number 8. So the answer of question number 8 becomes 7 by 2, but it is not in the option. Okay, I think I made the mistake again. Okay, hold on, let me check this again. This is not 120. Okay, this is not 120, this is 30. Okay, into 60 divided by 13. So the answer is going to be 7 into 2, that is equal to 14. Okay, so do this calculation by your own. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Question number 9. Let's have a look at it. Over here, question says that each of the 5 friends ABCD have a certain amount with them such that 25% of A, okay, means 1/4 of A, then 3/5, 3/8, 37.5 means 3 by 8 of B. Okay, 75%, 50% of C means 1 by 2 of C, 75% of D means 3 by 4 of D, 87.5% means 7 by 8 of E. Okay, these are equal to each other. Okay, these are equal to each other. So if the amount with each of them is a whole number, what is the minimum possible amount? Okay, so over here in denominators we can see numbers 4, 8, 2, 4 and 8. Okay, so the LCM of all the denominators is 8. So let's multiply every equation with 8. Okay, every term of this equation by 8. So this becomes 2a is equal to 3b, okay, is equal to 4c is equal to 6d is equal to 7e, okay. So let's say is equal to the LCM, okay. Now let's have a look at it. LCM of 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7 is equal to how much? Let's take it is equal to 84. You can take any multiple. I will take 84, okay. So now 84x, okay. Now look here, A will receive how much? A will receive 42x, okay. B will receive how much? 3b, that is equal to how much? That is equal to, in the previous slide, look here, hold on, over here 3b, okay, 3b is equal to 84x, okay. So b is going to be how much? 28x. C is equal to how much? 4 into C, okay. 4 into C is equal to 84x, so C is equal to 21x. After that, the value of D is equal to 3 by 4, okay. 3 by 4 of D is equal to 84x, okay. So the value of D is going to be 21x. And finally, the value of E is going to be how much? Let's take 7 is equal to 84x, so E is equal to how much? 12x, okay. So the total is how much here? The total is how much? 42 plus 28 is equal to 70, 91, okay, 92, 93, 94, 104, okay. 104. Let me add this again, okay. Let me add this again. I think I made a mistake here for D, okay. For D, 6D is equal to 84x, means D is supposed to be how much? D is supposed to be 14, okay. Let's do this addition. 42 and 28 is 70, okay. 70, 90, 100, 105, okay, plus 12 is 117x, okay. So it can be a whole number, so the minimum value this sum can take is 117, okay. So let's mark 117 as answer and let's move ahead. After this, the next question is x is equal to root 2 minus 1, find the value of the given expression. So let's do this. Let's have a look at it. Over here, what we can see is x is equal to root 2 minus 1, okay. Means x is equal to what? Tell me. Root 2 minus 1, okay. So now if you look at the terms, x to the power 4 plus 4x cube plus 6x square plus 4x plus 7, okay. So let's find the value of each. So the value of x square is going to be how much? A minus b bracket square, that is equal to 2 plus 1, 3 minus 2 root 2. The value of x cube is going to be how much? X into x square. Let's do that, okay. So that is equal to how much? 3 root 2 minus 3 minus 8 plus 2 root 2, okay. X cube is going to be how much? X cube is going to be 5 root 2, okay, minus 5 root 2 minus 11. Is it correct? Let me check this again. 3 root 2 minus 3, okay, then minus 2 root 2 minus plus 2 root 2, okay. That is equal to how much? Minus 11. After this, the next is x to the power 4, means x square, okay. Let's square the term x square, okay. So 3 square is 9, 2 root 2 ka square is 8, 8 plus 9 is 17 minus 3 to the 6 to the 12 root 2, okay. So now let's plug in the values, okay. If we plug in the values, what we get? Let's have a look at it. So over here, first term is x to the power 4. X to the power 4 means look here, 17 minus 12 root 2. Then 4 times x cube, okay. 4 times x cube means 68 minus 4 times x cube, okay. So 4 5s are 20 root 2 minus 44 plus 6 times x square. I missed it, no? I missed it. Hold on. I missed it. Let's have a look at it. 4 times x cube, okay, that is 20 root 2 minus 44 plus 6 times x square. 6 3s are 18 minus 6 2s are 12 root 2 plus 4 times x means 4 root 2 minus 4 and plus 7 as it is, okay. So let's solve this. If we solve this, this is how much? This is 8 root 2, and this is how much? This is minus 8 root 2, and plus 8 root 2 will get cancelled out. So our answer is 17 plus 18 plus 7 minus 44. Okay, that is equal to how much? 35. 17 and 18 is 35 plus 7 is 42, minus 44 is minus 2, but it is not in the option. I think I made some mistake here. Let me check it again. X is equal to root 2 minus 1. X square is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2. That is fine. X cube is equal to, let's multiply and check, 3 root 2. Okay, 3 root 2 minus 4, not 8. Okay, this has to be minus 4. Let me correct it again. Okay, let me correct this. This has to be minus 4. Okay, so this has to be, instead of 11, it has to be minus 7. Okay, so now let's solve this again. Let's try to solve this again. Hold on. So first of all, what we want is x to the power 4, that is equal to 17 minus 12 root 2. Then 4 times x cube, that is 20 root 7 minus 28, plus 6 times x square. Okay, that is 18 minus 12 root 2 plus 7 as it is. This is how much? 1 second, hold on. Let me check it again. X to the power 4 is 17 minus 12 root 2. After that, 4 times x cube. Okay, 4 times x cube, that is also fine. After that, 6 times x square. Okay, 6 times x square, and then 4 times x also is there. Okay, 4 times x means how much? 4 root 2 minus 1. Okay, and plus 7 minus 4 times x, no? Minus 4. Okay, plus 7. Now let's solve this. Over here what we can see is minus 12 root 2 and plus 12 root 2 is plus 8 root 2. That, okay, that will get cancelled out with this. Okay, 4 root 2 minus 12 root 2 is equal to minus 8 root 2, and plus 8 root 2 will give us 0. So our answer is going to be how much? 17 minus 28 minus 4 plus 7. Okay, that is equal to how much? 32 plus 7 is equal to 39. Okay, 39 minus 17. Let's do 39. Hold on, let me check this again. Look here, 17 minus 28. 17 minus 28 is how much? Let's have a look at it. 17 minus 28, this is equal to 12. Okay, 12 plus 18 is equal to how much? 12 plus 18 is 30. Okay, now 30 plus 7, 30 plus 7 and then minus 4. Okay, 30 again, this is not in the option. I think I'm making the mistake again. Okay, so we are spending lots of time on this question, so let's ignore it. Okay, let's ignore it. We'll go to the next question. Okay, now let's have a look at question number, this one. Okay, the question number 11. A 100-digit number is multiplied by 200-digit number, and resulting product is then multiplied by 300-digit number. Which of the following cannot be the number of digits in the final product? Okay, so let's have a look at it. We will take a possibility of smallest number. Okay, we will take a possibility of smallest number. So smallest 2-digit number is which one? 10 to the power 199 is multiplied by the smallest 300-digit number is 10 to the power 299 is again multiplied by 10 to the power is again multiplied by 3-digit number. Okay, so I am going to consider the lowest 3-digit number, that is equal to, that is 300-digit number. Okay, 300-digit number lowest is which one? 10 to the power 229. Okay, 10 to the power 299. Okay, let's multiply this. Okay, the smallest value that this multiplication can take is 10 to the power 597. Okay, this ends with how many zeros? 1 and 597 zeros, that is 598 digits are there total. Okay, 598 digits are there. So the answer is 598. Okay, 598. Hold on, this addition, let me check this again. This addition is how much? 300, this is 99. Okay, 300, then no, this is not 299. Okay, this is what? Tell me. Hold on, 100 digit number, I made a mistake. 100 digit number is 1 to the 10 to the power 99 only. Okay, then 1 to the power 99 for the 200 digit number. Okay, so let's add this. The addition is going to be how much? 300, 500, 600 minus 3 is 597. Okay, so 10 to the power 597 is having how many digits? 1 and 597 zeros, that is 598. Okay, after this, which of the following cannot be the number of digits? Okay, yes, number of digits has to be, minimum number of digits are supposed to be 598. Okay, minimum number of digits are supposed to be 598, or it can be more than 598, but less than 598 is not possible. That is why our answer is option number A. After this, let's have a look at this. M is a point which is at a distance of 8 units from point N. If the another point with the coordinates -3, 5, then find the maximum distance. We need to draw the diagram and it will eat up our time. So let's go to the next question. After this, a transport company, this again looks, because we are left with less than 8 minutes. Okay, now question number 10 to 14, let's have a look at it. The age of a son who is more than 2 years, okay, the age of a son who is more than 2 years old, okay, is equal to the unit digit of the age of his father. The age of the father will be thrice the age of son, okay, after 10 years. Okay, we need to find the sum of percentages. So let's try to do this. Over here, look here. So the man and son, okay, today, let's take today, the age of man is X, that is equal to 2 digit number, that is AB. So the age of son is going to be how much? B. Now after 10 years, the age of man will be how much? AB plus, okay, the age of man is going to be how much? AB plus 10, and age of son is going to be how much? B plus 10. Okay, now after 10 years, what happened? The age of father, okay, age of father is going to be how much? 10A plus B plus 10 is greater than, sorry, is equal to how much? Is equal to thrice of the age of son, that is B plus 10. Okay, so let's try to solve this. So 10A plus B is equal to 10 plus 10 is equal to 3B plus 30. Okay, so if we solve this, what we will get? Look at 10A minus 2B is equal to 20. So let's divide it by 2. 5A minus B is equal to 10. Okay, so the possible values are, let's have a look at it. Okay, B is a digit. Okay, B is a digit, so the, and B has to be multiple of 5, and B is a digit. Okay, B cannot be 0. Okay, so the only value that it can take is 5. So B is equal to 5, so A will become how much? 3. Okay, so 35 is that 2 digit number. And what we want to find? We want to find the sum of the percentages. Okay, sum of the percentages. So the percentages of man and son are going to be what? Tell me. AB plus B. Okay, so over here the value of A is how much? 3, and the value of B is how much? 5. So the answer is going to be how much? 35 plus 5, that is equal to 40. Okay everyone, after this, let's go to the question number 15. F of x is a quadratic equation. Okay, look here, f of x is a quadratic equation. Let's take f of x is equal to ax plus by, ax plus ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, a function in x which attains a maximum value at 5 at x is equal to -1, f of 0 is equal to 2. We can use direct formula. F of 0 is equal to how much? C, that is equal to how much? 2. Okay, so from this we come to know that c is equal to 2. Okay, the maximum value of 5 comes at x is equal to -1. Maximum value comes at minus b by 2a, that is equal to how much? -1. So from this we can say that b is equal to 2a. Okay, and it attains a maximum value of 5, means 4ac minus b square divided by 4 is equal to how much? 5. Okay, so 8a minus b square is equal to 20. 20 is equal to how much? 20a. Okay, is equal to 20a, hold on, divided by 4 over here. Okay, is equal to 20a. So if we solve it further, b is equal to how much? 2a, that is equal to b square is going to be how much? 4a square is equal to 20a. So if we solve this, so 20a minus 8a is going to be how much? 12a. Okay, So 12a is equal to minus 4a square. A and a will get cancelled out, okay, because a cannot be equal to 0 as far as it is a quadratic equation. So from this we can say that a is going to be how much? Minus 3. Okay, so a is going to be minus 3, and then b will get, okay, a is going to be minus 3, and after that b is going to be how much? 2 into minus 3, that is minus 6, and c is equal to 2, we know. Okay, we want to find f of 2. F of 2 is going to be how much? 4a plus 2b plus c. Okay, 4 times c is how much? Minus 12. 2 times b is minus 12 plus 2. Okay, so minus 24. Okay, minus 24 plus 2 is going to be how much? Minus 22. So the answer is minus 22. After this, let's go to the next question. The ratio of the selling price of two articles. Okay, the ratio of the selling price of two articles A is to B is 2 is to 3. The profit percentage we know, we need to find the cost price ratio. So the selling price is 2 and 3. On 2, the profit is how much? 25%. Means we increased cost price by 25%. So we need to divide it by 1 plus 1 by 4, and we need to divide second by 1 plus 1 by 5. So over here this becomes how much? 2 into this becomes how much? 5 by 4, that is 8 by 5. Okay, this becomes how much? 6 by 5, that is 5 3s are 15 divided by 5. Okay, now 15 divided by 6. So we need to find the ratio of this two, means 8 by 5 into 6 by 15. Okay, so this is how much? This is 3 2s are 3 5s are, so our answer is going to be 16 is to 25. Okay, let's mark 16 is to 25. After this, let's go to the next question. The next only 11 question we answered till now. Let's go to the next question. X and y are the non-zero integers. Okay, x and y are non-zero integers such that x to the power y is equal to y to the power x. We know y is equal to 2x, so x to the power 2x is equal to 2x to the power x. Okay, so from this what we can say? 2x bracket to the power x. So from this we can say that this is going to be x to the power 2x is equal to 2 to the power x into x to the power x. Okay, so if this goes over here, it gets divided. So x to the power 2x divided by x to the power x is x to the power x, that is equal to 2 to the power x. So from this we can say that x has to be 2. Okay, and x has to be 2, and we know y is equal to 2x, so y is equal to how much? 2 into 2, 4. Okay, so x into y is going to be how much? 8. So let's mark 8 as an answer, and let's go to the next question. After that, over here the question is, Jayesh and Mohan start simultaneously from each other from two places which are 1260 apart. They travel with a speed 130 and 122. What is the total distance covered in the last minute before they cross each other? Okay, last minute means what? Tell me. Their relative speed is going to be 130 plus 122 is a kilometer per hour. Okay, per minute means divided by 60 we need to do. So this is our answer. Okay, so this is going to be how much? 252 divided by 60, that is equal to how much? 6 4s are 24, that is 4.2 kilometers is the answer. After this, the next question is, this will take time. After that, this will also take time. After this will also take time. Hold on, let me go to the next question. Over here this looks better one. Look here, if a is added in the three numbers, then they are in geometric progression. Means 32 plus a bracket square is going to be how much? 20 plus a into 50 plus a. If you solve this, this is 1024 plus 1024 plus a square plus 64a is equal to 1000 plus a square plus 70a. So this will get cancelled out. So 24 is equal to 4a is equal to 6a, a is equal to 4, the fourth term a is equal to 4. Okay, so the first term is going to be 24, then 36, then 54, means 20, means half say increase ho raha hai. So 27 is added, so 81 is the answer. Yes. After this will take time. We left with 18 seconds. So I answered 14 question. Actually in the first question and in the in between question I took too much time. Okay, yes. So let's see, out of these 14 questions how many are correct. Basically I was supposed to attempt few more questions, but in two questions I wasted lots of time. So yes, total 14 questions attempted, all of those 14 are correct. Okay, yes, we'll stop here.